Hi, Reverend Mark in the park with the collar on. All right, now I'm going to talk about hate speech, freedom of speech, and where the two ever shall meet. I gotta give credit. Throw something out there. Tom McDonald. If you don't know him, look up Tom McDonald, please. See his videos, watch his videos. This was coming back and getting credited to you. So if you heard it from someplace else, I'd love to hear where you heard it from because it's so great. In the song Fake Woke, there's that line. There's the difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. Love it. A lot of that goes into the aspect. Let me just tell a real good one. I have many friends of different gender identities, and they have friends that are not my friends, and they see me with a collar on or something like that, and they feel immediately challenged. And they're like, "What is your name?" And I said, "Reverend Mark." Well, I don't believe in God, so I'm just going to call you Mark. Okay, well, I don't believe you are a woman, so I will call you him. They don't like that. It's like, wait a minute. It's like, Reverend is my preferred pronoun. It's my identity. It's how I identify. I gladly and lovingly will embrace how you identify with your pronouns if you give me mine. But yours is religious. Yours is a mental aspect as well. Just because you don't believe doesn't mean all of a sudden you throw out other people's pronouns when you want them to come back and do yours. Embrace people that embrace you. If they don't embrace you, then don't worry about it. Move on. But to the aspect of freedom of speech, it was okay because they didn't believe. And my position of religion has now become a negative, a hate place of hate. Okay, well, there's my aspect of spirituality still. Now I'm not Christian, I'm a universal spiritualist, so I have a little different vibe on everything going. But you know, there's all sorts of freedom of speech that go towards hate speech right now, going towards the religious community, and people are saying, you just don't like it when it's being done to you. Okay, yeah, religious community doesn't like it when it's being done to them, just like you didn't like it when it was being done to you. Two rights making a wrong. Anyways, getting back to hate speech and speech that you hate. You know, the First Amendment gives you the right of free speech without fear of government reprisal. Now, there are limitations on the free speech, yelling fire, anything that is destructive, anything that goes in the realm of criminality when you're talking about the aspect of. Fire. Now, you can't say untruths about somebody and then expose them in the. No, you can't do that. So, anyways, no, you're free of government reprisals, but there's still limitations on free speech. Okay, now here comes the clicker that everybody misses and forgets. It doesn't remove the reprisals by society if you say something messed up or other people feel are messed up. It protects you from government, but when you start trying to tell another individual they need to shut up, you have a right of free speech and you're making your free speech known and they need to shut up. Well, wait a minute. No, that's not the way First Amendment works and free speech works. They have a right to come back and say their comments right back at you. If they're messed up, other people will jump on them. There is no part in the Constitution with the free speech where it says nobody can say anything back to you when you use your free speech. Guess what? Society and the public, they get to make their criticisms known because they're operating within their realms of free speech. You don't get to say whatever you want and then, no, you need to shut up because now you're against my free speech. Well, then you're shutting down their free speech. It goes like that with the free. That's the way that works. So, hate speech or speech that you hate comes into play right there. Oh, you need to shut up. Patrick, the kneeling. I made a comment in another platform where I thought that there could have been a more better time for him to do the kneeling or protesting. It wasn't even meant to be a protest. It was meant to be a symbolism for the people that lost their lives. It's just he decided to put it on another symbol for people that already lost their lives. It was bad advice. Maybe if he like knelt during the beginning kickoff or there, something that was more related to football, that would have been more poignant, and people would have been, yeah. But he chose to do it during the national anthem, and me saying, well, maybe there would have been a better place for him to do that. Are you against his free speech and his protest? He wasn't doing it as a protest in the first place, people. He was doing it as a commentary. It was never meant to be a protest, but just a commentary. But people got it all out of whack and everything like that. So I even had people that said, I'm a veteran, I served, and I served for these people's right of free speech. How dare you want to shut down their freedom of speech and protest? And I've transferred my right as a veteran, bless veterans, bless veterans. But he says, and now you need to shut up. Oh, so you don't like what I said, so you're denying me my free speech because you don't like it. All of a sudden, I don't have free speech and I need to shut up because it's something you don't like. Now, the difference where it goes into hate is if you call for action on somebody. If you say, I feel, you're making an I statement, then you're opening it for discussion. If you do have a matter of problem with hate, and you're opening it up for discussion and some type of correction or a conversation on it, and I comment on what you feel is not hate. When it becomes hate is when you're asking or demanding other people do inappropriate things because of your hate and your rationale. I'm going to use the whole aspect of what happened with the Harvard and the college educators. They gave them one of the hardest hypotheticals. It wasn't even an actual occurrence where this happened. But, is calling for the genocide of the Jews against these colleges, against their bylaws. Well, calling for action and trying to rabble rouse and encouraging others to incite violence, yes. But if it's an I statement in the course of a discussion, somebody says, I think the Jews should be genocide. They're not saying, let's go out, let's do this, everything like that. They're stating a point of view. That's freedom of speech still, even though we don't like it. That's fine. That's the reason why when push came to the shove, they said it depends on the context. If somebody's making an I statement, I feel this way, and they're opening it for discussion, yes, it may sound horrible coming out of their mouth. It may sound like a bunch of hatred. But are they doing it as a call to action? Are they actually trying to incite violence? There's the difference. I think, and then followed up with, I think we should go do this to an individual, to these individuals, then yes, then we're moving into the realm of hate. But how do we expect people to be open to discussion if we don't allow the fact that at different times people hate on different things? If there's not the freedom of speech to make the I statements, I feel this, I feel that, I feel this, even if we don't like it, it's speech that we hate. It is not hate speech. It becomes hate speech when you try to indoctrinate another person to violence. Let's not get this confused. So Congress lays this big, huge word trap. It's the trolley question from hell. It really is. There's no way out of this, and we've got you on the spot either way. Either you're going to deny their freedom of speech, or you're going to say hate speech is legal on your campus. And then they snicker about it and come back and say, yeah, 1 down, 2 to go, proving that it was politically motivated. Yeah, Congress needs to watch it with the trolley questions. I'll tell you what, you ever get me up on a stand and I have to do a testify in front of Congress, me and you're going to have words because you're not going to put me on the spot like that. If you're calling me there as a witness to something and I'm supposed to be the expert, right? And you want to force one of these trolley questions on me, the first thing I'm going to be doing is telling you to shut up. I'm there as a legitimate, knowledgeable, educated witness on the subject. No. You ain't going to do that to me. You're going to shut up and you're going to listen to my answer if you ask me a question. You're not going to force me into one of your trolley questions. So, Congress, Don't ever call me. That'd be fun. Well, anyways, uh, hopefully we can maybe do a live on this. Remember, people, Tom McDonald again, bless you, man. Just that statement, it's coming back, attributed to you as fake woke lyrics. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate people. And as soon as you tell somebody to shut up because you don't like what they're saying, you give them the right to tell you to shut up. Freedom of speech doesn't work because you don't like what the other person is saying. There's no freedom from public reprisal. Government reprisal, yes, but guess what? You say something messed up, expect people to jump your butt. All right, people. Thank you so much. Reverend Mark in the park with the color on. All blessings to you and yours, everyone. Have a good one.